to be out. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. And for Miami, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Ware in at the center position. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Ripped away. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Halliburton outside. Siakam against Adebayo. And finished off by Siakam.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
Over in the corner, Jaquez. There's the pick. Has to Ware. It's up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. Now, we spoke about the problems that Pascal Siakam brings to the table, and he told me Pascal is so good with room to operate, you need to find him in transition and take away space when he has the ball. Of course, that's easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Now, here is Halliburton. The shot by Turner, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside, Hero. Here's Ware. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ware's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. So we'll see Tyrese Halliburton go to the line here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line. And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Pacers trail by 4. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Siakam, right side. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the right block. Halliburton, no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Miami shooting their first free throw of the night. The Heat leading by 5. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant to a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
On offense, here are the Heat. They're on a 16-6 run. Fires for 3. They get it again. Adebayo kicks it out to Wiggins. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. 8-point game. Pass to Turner. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Turner's got his second bucket of the night.
Big man play by Turner, using that nearly 7-foot frame to get through the contact.
Adebayo kicks to Hero. Adebayo to screen. Hero passes to Adebayo. Up top, Hawkhead. Hero from long range. The putback. The rebound by Halliburton. Nemhard with it. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for Miami. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nemhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. Pacers trail by 6. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Jovic passes to Wiggins. Halliburton against Burks. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Jovic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
No stopping Wiggins there. You have to respect his aggressiveness and fighting mentality.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And the Heat with some changes. Heroes checked in for Jaime Hawkins. Robinson is subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. Kicks it out to Siakam. Shoots over Hero. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Substitutions for your Heat. Winner, Kyle Anderson.
Miami leading by 9. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Hero on the wing. Back to Burks. Hero on the wing. Nemhard covering. And Tyler Hero hits from deep. Hero's got 11 points.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
Siakam, good.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Robinson passes to Highsmith. Anderson with the ball. And he makes good on the layup. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
McConnell kicks to Siakam. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Hands it from downtown. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Here's Nemhard. Here's Siakam. Banked in off the glass. 9 points for Siakam.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. He takes it in, and McConnell gets it to go.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's good. Rozier's got the lead up to 11 now for Miami.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
McConnell shoots from the elbow and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Anderson, a screen on McConnell. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Substitution on the court.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And so it's the Miami Heat. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key, their percentage from the field. So thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
They've got Wiggins. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Anderson. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Knocked away. Wiggins passes to Hero. Back to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
McConnell kicks to Bryant. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range. Bryant's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And Walker throws it down hard.
when Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those bucks over here.
So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about heat culture with the Miami franchise from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Kevin Love's checked in for the Heat. Now, here's Neesmith. Rozier defending. Goes up on the wing. Epic goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Bryant.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Robinson's checked in for the Heat, and this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
Every night, Kevin Love is a double-double waiting to happen. He is a hard man to contain in the paint.
Outside Bryant. Bryant with a screen for Walker. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Neesmith. No good on the three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Rejected by Walker.
An impactful defender. The young forward Walker is good at reading shooters and just stifling their offense.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Halliburton's checked in for T.J. McConnell. The kick out to Bryant. Walker in the post. He's going up against Love. Indiana again missing. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Robinson over Neesmith. Rozier looking around. And he jams it with authority.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Halliburton finds Toppin. And it goes down 2 points. Toppin's got 4 this quarter.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
The shot's good from Love.
And that touch around the rim is just great from Love.
Pacers trail by 11. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaime Hopkins. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Heat with some changes. Ware's checked in. And it's Jovic in for Jaime Hopkins. Good on the triple. Halliburton's got 10 points.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
They get the rebound. Can't hit that one. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Anderson, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Indiana's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Neesmith can't get it to go. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It's good. He has 7.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Halliburton. Misses in close. And so it's Miami. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the 1 spot. Siakam inside. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Hero passes to Ware. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Siakam against Anderson. And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Miami making a change here. Higgins outside. Nifty move. And he lays it straight in. And the Heat lead by 9.
And this is why Wiggins has become an efficient scorer, doing a much better job with his shot quality, and loves now to attack inside.
And a wide open look for Mathurin. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Poked away, all by himself. Here's Nembhard. And that one, good. Nembhard's got his first basket of the night.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And Miami making a change here. Love's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. 5 on the clock. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the 2-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Hero. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Adebayo's got 3 assists tonight. Halliburton drives in. And a wide open look for Siakam. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for 1 3-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Boy, this is starting to get real. Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Siakam's shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jaquez with the bucket.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Here's Nemhard. He's covered by Hero. Siakam a screen on Jaquez. Count it, good. Matherin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is a test for Mathurin, and he passes with flying colors, showing he can deal with having the whole team ride his shoulder.
And it's Wiggins missing. Indiana's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials will review
the officials will have
personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Miami's on 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Robinson passes to Hero. Adebayo finds Robinson. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Where? Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Halliburton. And so it's Miami winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first...
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
For these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then Carroll and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the one. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Wagner with the right back at your answer on the three. Pretty impressive right there.
Here's Hero. And the layup is good off the glass. Hero's got 5 now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Jaquez, the pass to Wiggins. No good on the 3. And the Magic with possession. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
And Grant, the Heat, last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Now here's Suggs. Pass to De Silva. Here's Banchero. There's the 3. The rebound by Ware. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Hero, the pass to Wiggins. Outside Jaquez. 5 to shoot. Adebayo, a screen on Suggs. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Kept alive. Kicks it to Hero. Wiggins outside. No good with the triple. The Magic have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
No margin for error that time. Big-time slam from big man Carter Jr.
And finished off by Adebayo.
Willing passers, unselfish play. Have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Now here's Suggs. Pass to Carter. And Banchero surveys. Outside, Caldwell Pope. And here's Banchero. The Magic need to put one up here. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Miami making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Pass to Jaquez. From downtown, pure from three-point range.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
And Carroll against Anderson. Here's De Silva. Back to Banchero. Second chance shot. Carter can't get it to go. Heat leading by 3. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie.
Heads up move. Wiggins sees the clock near 0. Doesn't hesitate.
The 3 from Banchero. Rebound Miami. Wiggins from long range. It's not going to go for him. Magic trail by 6. They need this. And it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope with the 3.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Got to be impressed with this guy's confidence.
Hero against Carter to the right side. Here's Ware. Off target with the 3. And the Magic pushing it up now. Suggs outside. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Yeah, cashing in close, Caldwell-Pope. Showing you there, he's more than just a jump shooter.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Wiggins with it. Now Carter defending. Hero for 3. Caldwell-Pope pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Magic. They trail by 1. The 3 from Suggs. And Hero grabs the board. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The deep 3 from Hero. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, and it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the court for the Magic, we've got Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Banchero out there with Goga Bitadze. Then it's Cole Anthony, and it's De Silva in at small forward. They grab their own miss. Rozier against Anthony. Highsmith passes to Anderson. Goes up with it again. Tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Caldwell-Pope. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Hey, it's not easy trying to stick with Caldwell-Pope now, especially when he leaks out in transition.
Rozier, the pass to Love. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Love's got his first basket.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
And Banchero gets it to go.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Jovic, he's checked in for Miami.
Now in the game, number 5.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And it's Cole Anthony with a foul. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Tyler Hero's checked in for Rozier. Here's Wagner after the basket by Miami. Caldwell-Pope, the pass to Wagner. Goes up on the wing. And Orlando again with the bucket. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates. And it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Caldwell-Pope, the pass to Bitadze. Wagner on the wing. The 3 is up. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Jovic. Hero, screen on Anthony. Jovic passes to Hero. He got a piece of it. Anthony outside. Driving inside. And Anthony slams it in.
You see the quickness there from Anthony. beating everybody to the spot.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Heat trail by 3. You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell-Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Terry Rozier, he's checked in for Hero. Miami shooting their first free throw of the night.
You know, it's interesting. Some people say Wiggins should play meaner, but to me the most important thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. He's got 10. Matase can't hit. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Wiggins on the take. And he jams it home with authority.
And there you go, monster finish. Wiggins aggressive, attacking off the dribble.
Wagner on the wing, counted by Adebayo. And it's Wagner missing.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
On the attack, Wiggins. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Off the dribble drive, Wiggins gets a step. Hard to get in front of him after that.
Outside, Caldwell-Pope. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. The Heat with the lead. Floats one. Ooh, Wiggins muscles his way through the contact.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
41 seconds left to play in the first half. Matase with a screen. Wagner inside, working on Adebayo. Here's Caldwell-Pope. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Here's Wiggins. Oh, look at Wiggins finishing transition.
Tell you what, somebody came to play and compete tonight. Wiggins has been bagging his groceries all game long.
Right side, Caldwell-Pope. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. Caldwell-Pope's got 7 points for the quarter. And an intentional foul right there. Miami shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Team foul number 4. Now
and the first one at the line is good.
the third.
Both free throws good from Rozier.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Miami out in front. Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. How about Andrew Wiggins? Man, is he playing well.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Terry Rozier. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Love in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half.
There's some heat from Banchero now. He brings that ferocity. We know he's got an inferno raging in him.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Magic trail by 5. Down low. Here's Wagner. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wagner's got his first points in this one.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Love passes to Adebayo. Pass to Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson, a screen on Anthony. Here's Jaquez from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Jaquez has got his second bucket of the night.
Rozier is certainly a true combo guard in my mind, and he's actually gotten better as a playmaker.
Now Wagner, all alone. Love grabs the miss.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Now here's Adebayo. Pass to Jaquez. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. And now a 9-point Heat lead.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Miami has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Rozier looking around. Adebayo passes to Robinson. For 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Heat lead by 8.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Rozier can't get it to go. The Magic have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. And Wagner gets it to go.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Here's Adebayo. Rozier outside. Back to Adebayo. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
You have to love the style Bam brings with him to the floor. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
Picked by Isaac. Pass to Wagner. Here's the 3. Counted from distance. Wagner's got 7 now in this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Hero for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic trail by 5. Isaac outside. Here's Black. From down in the low post, it goes. Black's gotten his first basket of the night.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they generated the highest quality shots.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
To the inside, Wagner. Miami grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
Pass to Ware. Back to Hero. Now here's Adebayo. Out to the right wing. Robinson with it. Clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Robinson's got 5 points.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Anthony outside. And he lays it up and in. 6 points for him.
The closer the better for Anthony, as is the case for most guys. He just wants to drop that one in.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Ware. Screen by Robinson. Robinson on the wing. Hero for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And that does it for the third quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter, on the court for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Mo Wagner. Then it's Suggs. Then there's Banchero. And it's Black in at the shooting guard position. Kicks it to Hero. Back to Burks. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic trail by 5. Here's Banchero with the drive. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Anderson. So for the Magic, Batase's checked in for Wagner. Harris comes in for Black. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Suggs.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
That evens the score.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
For Miami, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. They set the screen. Kicks it to Hero. Oh, Wiggins with the silky touch at the rim.
Boy, Wiggins does it in so many different ways. That scoring versatility of his, special. This time he got it done in the painted area.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. So for Miami, Kevin Love comes in for Anderson, and Jaquez is subbed in for Burks. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Back to Batase. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Suggs against Hero. Pass to Ware. Back to Hero. Fires for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Wagner. And he throws it down with one hand.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Hero, the pass to Love. Back to Hero. Pass to Wiggins. Hero, screen on Suggs. Wiggins with it. Caldwell Pope covering.
Nice stop that time by Banchero. Excellent anticipation. Was there to contest.
6 to shoot. Love finds Jaquez. Another shot. And rejected. In transition, the Magic on the run. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Kevin Love. And the Heat making a change here. Adebayo's checked in.
You know, he gets to the line quite a bit, and I know Paolo Banchero would like to see his percentage from the line creep up, and I think it will.
Here's Hero. Soft touch off the glass.
In these moments, Hero knows he has to step up, so he works hard to find the bucket.
Suggs, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Batase. Suggs outside. Back to Batase. Suggs outside. Pass to Banchero. They get it again. Batase. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Suggs outside. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. It's stolen by Love. Hero with it. Caldwell Pope covering. Here's Jaquez. And it's good for 2. And the Heat lead by 1. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
And stolen by Suggs. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Banchero. Ooh, Banchero all the way.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Here's Wiggins.
Good closeout from Suggs right there. How about the young fella impacting the game at the defensive end?
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Team foul. Now in the game.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And stepping up when it's clutch time. That's a very mature play by the young Banchero.
Here's Hero. And he buries it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Anderson with a screen on Suggs. Rozier, pass to Anderson. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Has to Ware. Oh, off target. Can't connect. So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown.
Often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce. It really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt for him, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Now, here's Banchero. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The defense is so focused on taking away a Jalen Suggs drive and finish at the cup. This is what it opens up right here. Make those jumpers when conceded, Jalen.
And finished off by Halliburton.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Carter sets the pick for Caldwell Pope. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Indiana's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Nembhard's shot is good.
I'll tell you, Pascal Siakam has shown he is more than capable of passing the rock.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Magic have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Caldwell Pope for 3. The rebound by Halliburton.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Releases. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Nemhard's got 5 minutes.
2 minutes.
Suggs, screen on Mathurin. Here's Wagner. Pacers with the rebound.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Indiana moving it around. For 3, Siakam. Carter pulls it in. The Magic trail by 3. Banchero with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Wagner wide open. That doesn't go either for Wagner. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Good on the three-point shot. Halliburton's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Pacers.
Great shooters trust their shooting motion. Tyrese Halliburton with the jumper.
Here's Banchero. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pacers leading by 6. Siakam's shot is off.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And the shot goes down. Banchero's got his second basket.
Such a nice-looking jump shot. Solid mechanics, fluid. Banchero's special.
Halliburton inside the three-point line. And it falls over the rim and in. And that's 11 points for Tyrese Halliburton. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look drills the three-pointer.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Halliburton passes to Nemhard. Unloads. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Banchero outside. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Halliburton passes to Nemhard. Three-pointer. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
The perimeter pairing with Nemhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton into the points. It's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Banchero, that's good.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Here's Nemhard. He's got 8. Turner for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Turner's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Caldwell Pope outside. To the inside. Kicks it out to Banchero. Launches a three. Kept alive.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
For Indiana, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. On the free throw, no good. It seems every season, Doris, we have... Players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 5, and the 3 ball is good.
Solid elevation there. A consistent point of release, and KCP with excellent shot mechanics.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here we go, one-on-one. Floats it up there for Siakam. High to stop the alley-oop.
Well, there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
There's the screen for 3. Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Wagner. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Turner.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Caldwell Pope after Indiana gets the 3. High post, Howard. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Pass to Nembhard. Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't drop. Orlando leading. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Wagner. And here is Suggs. The second chance effort. Itadze. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Mathurin with the ball. Defended now by Wagner. Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vitadze's got his 5th rebound in this one. Caldwell Pope pass to Wagner. There's the 3. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Pass to Howard. 3-pointer. Orlando gets it back. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Orlando out in front. Up. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Isaac. Cole Anthony is out there with Gary Harris. And it's Vitadze in at the 5. Lets it go from deep. A nice shot by Nesmith. Nesmith has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Anthony. Basket good.
Silky floater by the guard. Cole Anthony adjusts his shot to the situation.
McConnell gets to Walker. McConnell passes to Toppin. kick out to Walker. The three. Rebounded by Isaac.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Anthony's got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic.
As comfortable as anybody from deep, you cannot leave Cole Anthony open.
McConnell, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. McConnell's got his first 3 points of the game. Anthony against McConnell. Here's Bitadze. Misses the wing Jarrett. Pacers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Toppin finds Walker. Here's Bryant. Indiana moving it around for the lead. And the Pacers another 3. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Right wing. To the paint. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 7 now in this quarter.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
He lobs up the alley pass, and Toppin throws it down.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
There's the pick. Harris kicks to Anthony. This one for 3. Here's Bitadze. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Magic lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Toppin. 6 on the shot clock. And a nice shot by Bryant.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. And stolen by McConnell. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Black comes in for Harris. Launches it. A nice shot by Black. Black's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there. And just knows when one of his guys has a clean look. We're come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And how about the form? You really got to be impressed with how Isaac shoots the basketball. Such a terrific skill set all around.
Pass to Nesmith. With the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Doris, when you look at Aaron Nesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. Somebody defenses must now account for from range. You love the work put in.
McConnell scanning the floor. On the wing, Walker, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Anthony with the screen on Walker. Lobs it up for Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
When you allow a guy as confident as Cole Anthony to catch a rhythm, you are in for a long night.
Here's Toppin. And then Toppin with the jam.
And talking about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Cole Anthony has been on display for Orlando. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Here's Siakam. Softly drops in the floater.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Anthony against Halliburton. Pass to Black. Now, here's Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. Isaac kicks to Black. Shoots the 3. Kept the line. Out to Anthony. Fires from deep. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
You love Cole Anthony's attitude. So confident, so willing to fire on the catch.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Here's Nembhard. That falls. Nice speed that time from Halliburton.
This is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
It seems to me a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
Siakam inside the 3-point line. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Anthony left side. And no good. Good D by Siakam. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Turner. Back to Siakam. Halliburton up top. Shoots over Wagner. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's stolen by Anthony. Here's De Silva. Beyond the arc. Drains the 3-pointer. De Silva's got 5 points in the quarter. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the match?
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Magic leading by 6. For 3, Caldwell Pope. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Turner with a screen for Siakam. Out to Turner. From past the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. That one falls coming off Carter's feet.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent 3-point shooter at the NBA level.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Suggs. And he can extend the lead to double digits. Pacers trail by 7. Pass to Turner. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Wow, Miles Turner understanding it's my time because it's big time.
Suggs gets to Caldwell Pope. And Wagner has it in the corner. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Wagner. 6 to shoot. Carter outside. Back to Wagner. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Magic lead by 6.
At 6'9", Franz Wagner is a great option late. That size allows him to get a good look under pressure. Wow.
It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Halliburton has the kind of personality that keeps him steady in big-time moments. How about that? Unfazed.
It's Carter, high post. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And in the moment of truth, KCP calling for the ball and delivering a powerful throw.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And it's Halliburton missing. And Orlando has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Siakam's shot is off. And Banchero, here we go. There's Wagner with the 3. Off the mark. And so it's Orlando winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had...
And the starting lineup for Miami. They've got Bam Adebayo. Tyler Hero is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Ware in at the 5. And for the Pacers, Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. And it's Halliburton in at the point. And when you look at the numbers for these teams, Brent, they both pile up assists.
Well, those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Now here's Mathurin. Let's go with a 3. Buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And it's Miami's ball. It's a 3-point game. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
And Hero early on in his career finds himself in these big-time moments.
Halliburton finds Siakam. The shake. And it's good on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Adebayo. Inside. Jaquez no good. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Siakam, pass to Nembhard. Siakam with a screen on Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Nembhard, good.
And that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Ware. Banked it in off the glass.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Halliburton goes. Halliburton draws the double. Siakam for 3. And Hero grabs the board. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Jaquez, pure from three-point range.
So many things that Adebayo does as a big man, but it's that passing skill that really separates him.
Here he goes. Kicks it out to Siakam. Turner, a screen on Adebayo. The drive by Siakam. He can't get it to go. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. 3-point lead. Here's Ware. He's covered by Siakam. Hero outside. Fires the 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
And Halliburton just sees the play before the play.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him. Anything to discourage him from taking shots. So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long." Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. So it's Miami now, following the bucket by the Pacers. They get it back. Pass to Ware. Now here's Wiggins, defended by Halliburton. The drive by Wiggins.
Out of the way!
Oh, wow!
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
Halliburton with the ball. Now Wiggins defending. Halliburton, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Kicks it to Hero. Adebayo, a screen on Halliburton. Here's Hero. An easy 2 on the layup. Hero's got 5 points.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter. Smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Nembhard outside. Offline with a 3. Heat leading by 3. Wiggins drives in, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, he can be such a powerful dunker. Wiggins that time with some force at the rim.
Nembhard outside. Siakam outside. Mathurin, a screen on Adebayo. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Heat up by 5. And the second quarter is on its way when... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's McConnell in at point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Ball stolen. Wide open to the hoop. Here's Siakam. The rebound by Wiggins. Miami leading by 5. And Brent, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. And the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful.
And Love with the basket on the assist by Hero.
And Kevin Love getting comfortable on the inside on that possession. He's got the size and touch to be effective around that arc.
Here's McConnell. And he gets the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And for Miami, they're shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Hero with the bucket.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero, so confident in his ability to connect from deep.
McConnell outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Matherin, a screen on Anderson. Here's Siakam. Nembhard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Wiggins. Stolen by Hero. Robinson with it. Picked up by Matherin. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Miami.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. Really like their energy defensively.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And the shot goes. Robinson's gotten 4 this quarter. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Rozier, pass to Anderson. Back to Rozier. Shoots over McConnell. Outside Robinson. McConnell against Rozier. 4 on the clock. Here's Anderson. Siakam pulls down the board. Pacers trail by 6. Pass to Turner. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Miami making a switch here. Burks has checked in. For 3, Matherin. He can't hit that time. Heat leading by 6. Rozier, the pass to Anderson. Here's Burks. He's guarded by Nembhard. Back to Anderson. Outside Jaquez. Second chance effort. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Benedict Matherin picks one up. Miami shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls. Brent, it didn't take long for Jaquez Jr. to establish himself as one of the steals of his draft class.
Yeah, the interesting thing with where he played was how he gained the confidence of the teammates around him. A lot of expectations about playing winning basketball. Well, Jaquez did a lot of that in college. He's got great feel, great size, and seems to be in the right spot most of the time.
And it's good. 2 points. Siakam's got 6.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Pass to Burks. Lets it fly. Miami, no good that time either. And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 6. And the shot goes in.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Burks finds Rozier. Back to Burks. Adebayo with it. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's McConnell. Defense is right there. Pass to Siakam. Back to McConnell. There's the 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Here's Jovic. He got it up. And so it's the Miami Heat leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now? Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Tyler Hero is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5 spot. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant. But even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Such a smooth shooter. Assertive Hero right now on offense.
And here's Halliburton. Still without a bucket. Toppin outside. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Heat leading by 7. Hero with it. Halliburton picks him up. Here's Ware. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Halliburton, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
For Indiana, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Down low. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And Bryant, with that kind of positioning, he's going to get the dunk.
Hero against Halliburton. Adebayo passes to Hero. Wiggins finds Jaquez. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. He buries it from 3. Jaquez has got 8 points.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
Toppin outside to the middle. The jump hook. The kick out to Walker. Takes the 3. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Wiggins. Heat leading by 10. And Aaron Nesmith picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. So Miami going with almost an entirely new group here.
Substitution on the court.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Love for 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Halliburton outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Standing 6'5", Halliburton, one of those longer, lanky guards that can get out there and use his size to disrupt.
Rozier, the pass to Jovic. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
2 teammates connecting right there, slick feed.
And again, it's Miami from deep.
You love how eager Wiggins is to involve his teammates. That's a nice assist.
Rozier against Halliburton. Count it. Halliburton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brent.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him. Everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming. Big-time jam and great creativity that time from Tyrese.
And that one's good. Jovic.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Halliburton against Rozier. Again, Halliburton missing. Miami leading by 12. Rozier finds Robinson. Walker pulls down the board.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Jovic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Another three for Indiana.
Love seeing Halliburton shoot while he's in that kind of rhythm. This is when he's at his absolute best.
Rozier, the pass to Jovic. Unloads. And again, no good by Miami. And no good. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general.
It's time to get excited.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Pacers trail by 6. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Halliburton piling up points. He can thank his impressive work ethic for that.
Halliburton against Rozier. Hero for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Nembhard. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Back to Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Well, if Kevin Love gets that deep and has that kind of room, he's going to make sure of it with the jam.
Here's Halliburton. And Hero grabs the board. Hero's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Robinson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Now it's a 7-point Heat lead.
Nice long strides for Duncan Robinson to get to that shot.
Halliburton looking over the floor. Up top, Turner puts it up. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Turner's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And here comes the break. Love passes to Robinson. Back to Love. Outside Robinson. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And the Heat lead by 10.
Precision shooting off of the pass. Love takes no time letting that one go.
Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. Fires the 3. Hits the three-pointer.
It's pretty much not how they want to bend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Outside Love. Robinson finds Love. And a miss there on the triple.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in those possessions.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Siakam, pass to Turner. Adebayo with a steal. Fires from deep. The kick out to Wiggins. Wiggins for the triple.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins, deadly enough from that spot.
Nembhard, right side. Pass to Mathurin. 1:27 left to play in the 4th quarter. Siakam, no good. Heat Heat leading by 10. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Andrew Nemhard, second personal foul. First team foul.
Wiggins passes to Jaquez. And the powerful one-handed slam.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Nemhard, good.
Great decision from Tyrese Halliburton. Understands when he should look to set up his guy.
Releases. Rozier can't get it to go. For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. He got it. Halliburton nails the three.
Yeah, he's coming to the NBA, making an impact, and he's making one right here in a big-time moment.
Adebayo against Siakam. Pass to Jaquez. The kick out to Wiggins. He takes it in. Back to Jaquez. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Heat lead by 9.
They're kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
The shot by Nemhard, no good. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Wiggins from long range. Offensive board. Pass to Jaquez. Adebayo with it. He's covered by Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. Adebayo from long range. Doesn't go for him. So the Heat win it. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Match. Features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
So here's Miami's starting group. Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Ware in its center. Buries the long-range jumper.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Here's Ware. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, Hero. Here's Wiggins. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
No stopping Wiggins there. You have to respect his aggressiveness and fighting mentality.
Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success stand for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly cost that.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Orlando with the ball. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Pass to Ware. Now Adebayo. Jaquez outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Jaquez has got 7. The Magic have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Banchero kicks to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Jaquez the pass to Ware. Wiggins in the post. Jaquez outside. Clock at 6. Hero from long range. It's hauled in by the Magic. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Second shot opportunity. Banchero, that's good.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play. Making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Orlando leading by 4. Suggs kicks to Carter. Carter with the screen. Pass to Suggs.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Carter on the wing. Lets it go. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Adebayo. On the wing, Jaquez. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Jaquez has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Heat. Suggs against Hero. Banchero a screen on Hero. Here's Suggs. Again, the Magic score.
And because it's so easy for him to get to the cup, Suggs doesn't shoot a ton of mid-range jumpers. but he has it in his arsenal.
Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot, but he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Here's De Silva. The Heat getting the bucket. Banchero finds Caldwell Pope. Back to Banchero. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Carter inside the three-point line. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Magic lead by 1. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
On the floor for Miami, they've got Wiggins, also Terry Rozier out there. Duncan Robinson out there with Kevin Love. And it's Jovic in at power forward. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Here's De Silva. And here's Anthony from the arc. A putback. Batase the pass to Banchero. Here's De Silva. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And another shot. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Bitage's got the lead up to 9 now for Orlando.
Here we go. And folks, he did not luck into that one. He was just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Shot to stop the run. Hero, no good.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
And Banchero, here we go.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And boy, he turns it into an explosive finish. All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Now, here's Banchero. Banchero a screen on Hawkins. Banchero outside. From deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Banchero's got 9. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Here's Orlando now. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. Anthony, the pass to Bitaze. Here's Banchero. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of this game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year. And on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. You see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And then for Miami, Nikola Jovic is checked in for Adebayo. And Wiggins is subbed in for Jaime Jaquez.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all three levels.
Rozier with the ball. Picked up by Suggs. Robinson for three. And the Heat, another three.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Here's Rozier. Jalen Suggs making his last shot. Here's Jovic. Still scoreless. Ware dishes to Wiggins. Here's Ware. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Wagner kicks to Suggs. Here's Vitadze. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Kevin Love, Cam Adebayo, Tyler Hero.
Out to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And Rozier, here we go. He gets that one.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Wagner wide open. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. Total. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Anthony is out there with Black. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Wagner in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Now, here's Adebayo. Love right side. Adebayo finds Hero. Takes a three. Rebound by the Magic. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Black. Off target from three-point range. The Heat trail by 10. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And Adebayo throws it down.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Here's Wagner, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Magic lead by 10.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
So Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad. Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, and the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins. Plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Here's Black after Tyler Hero's bucket. Here's the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Wagner's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Orlando may get a change here. Suggs is checked in. Adebayo passes to Hero. Back to Adebayo. Over Suggs, and there's another one for the Heat.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. Back to Suggs. Down low, deflects the pass. Black. Miami grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Adebayo leading the way. Here's Hackett. Makes it off the glass. That's 12 points for Jaime Hackett. Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize...
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
Wagner finds Isaac. Kicks it out to Wagner. Buries it from three-point range. Wagner's got 6 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The Heat trail by 8. Ware passes to Adebayo. Here's Ware. He's defended by Wagner. Back to Adebayo. No good from outside. Orlando's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the three ball well.
Yeah, Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Rozier against Suggs. Wiggins from outside. Miami no good on that time either. Magic leading by 10. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Second team foul.
And the first one goes. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. That one is no good. The Heat trail by 11. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And he comes up with the deuce. Rozier's got his second basket of the game.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Suggs passes to Wagner. Spring shot on the way. That's good from Suggs on the assist from Wagner. He's got 14.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage. See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the Magic. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. We've got Duncan Robinson. Rozier's out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Jovic in at the 4 spot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Suggs, rebound by the Heat. Outside Robinson. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Heat. Orlando leading by 7. Now Suggs. Isaac kicks to Suggs. To Isaac. Clock at 4. Black dishes to Suggs. Here's Isaac. Second chance shot. And that one's good. Wagner. And the Magic lead by 9.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there. And just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thanks, David.
Using that momentum to just prepare for liftoff. Suggs were a problem on the drive.
Here's Hero. Off on the layup. Magic leading by 9. Banchero passes to Suggs. Back to Banchero. That one doesn't go. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Wiggins finds Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Here's Hero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And tenacious play there from Hero in the paint, refusing to let the foul hold back his shot.
And Hero drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Carter right side. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Carter with a screen on Hero. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Jaquez with the screen on Suggs. Here's Hero. Jaquez against Caldwell Pope.
And the quickness and long arms of KCP, he does a good job of getting into the shooter. And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero calls for the ball. Clutch.
Caldwell Pope pass to Crump. Back to Caldwell Pope. And Carroll outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Latrey. The Magic again can't hit. The Heat trail by 4. Jaquez finds Hero. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Here's Ware. And it's good. 2 points.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And Carroll outside. Pass to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Suggs screen on Adebayo. And it's the Heat on the break. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. .52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wiggins outside. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Banchero with the ball. Picked up by Hero. Banchero a screen for Suggs. To stop the drought, it falls.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
3-second difference between shot clock and game time. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Hero kicks to Ware. Hero with the screen on Carter. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left in the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hero. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
How about that? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And this is it, guys. Down one. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Suggs kicks to Caldwell Pope. Can't knock in the 3. Can't get it to fall. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
And now Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, Mathurin wanted this bad. He wants to one-up them at the arc.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. Wagner against Mathurin. Pass to Suggs. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. Now here's Turner. Over Carter. Turner, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Now here's Halliburton. And it's all from three-point range. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Attacking immediately. Caldwell Pope fires the moment he finds his angle.
Nice move. Good. He hits the jumper.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Suggs surveys the D. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Halliburton outside. And there's the lob. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Orlando's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Suggs. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Suggs has got 5.
Boy, nice work by Suggs going after his own shot. Not just waiting for it to happen, he initiated.
Three-pointer Mathurin knocks down the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They set the pick from the top of the key, and it's Orlando with another.
Allow any separation off the screen. Caldwell Pope, very good at taking advantage of any space you give him.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and live with those results. If we can do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Carter Jr. excels in using that big body of his to take advantage on the boards.
The shot doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Magic leading by 4. The 3 from Banchero. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Pass to Siakam. Here's Mathurin. 4-3. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Banchero no good. Pacers trail by 4. And here's Turner. There's the triple. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Suggs finds Wagner. Carter, a screen on Mathurin. And it's Wagner missing.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Left side Mathurin. Here's Nembhard. Connects from downtown.
And I'll tell you, Mathurin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up top, Carter. Turner covers. Some room here for Suggs. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Halliburton surveys the floor. Here's Nembhard. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Nembhard's got 5 now.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope, and it's Wagner in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Siakam finds McConnell. Turner with it. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. In transition, the Magic on the run. And Wagner gets it to go.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Indiana leading. Nembhard, the pass to Matherin. Back to Nembhard. And stolen by Suggs. And they're running.
Hey, the moment Suggs picks their pocket, he's gone. Then he spots his opening in transition and converts. Well done.
One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
McConnell from outside. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. The 3 ball. They get it back. Kicks it out to Wagner. Nails it from 3. And it's a 4-point Magic lead.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
Nembhard outside. From deep. Orlando with the rebound. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Siakam, no good. Orlando leading by 4. For 3, Caldwell-Pope drains the triple. Caldwell-Pope's got 7 points in the game.
You know, it just looks prettier from the corner, especially when Caldwell-Pope lets it go.
Siakam gets the bucket.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Banchero finds Suggs. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Lays out. It's rebounded by Indiana. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he's going for the oop here.
Good work by Matherin getting rid of the ball. When somebody has a better shot, you got to throw it his way.
The 3 from Banchero. And another 3 for Orlando.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Suggs against McConnell. Here's Nembhard. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Caldwell Pope's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Launches a 3. Drills it from deep. And now a 9-point Orlando lead.
That's a really decisive and impressive read by Wagner, setting up his teammate nicely for the hoop.
Pass to Siakam. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. Siakam's got 9 points in the quarter.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Oh, there's the alley. And then Turner with the dunk.
Tremendous display of chemistry and connectedness by Turner with his teammates. All they have to do is lob it his way, and he'll handle the rest.
Gets it off. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Magic up by 4, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope displaying his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Obi Toppin out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard position.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Outside Nesmith. Pass to Toppin. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance. Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the official.
Now here's McConnell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. In transition, the Magic on the run. Pass to Harris. Here's Batase. Harris outside. Again, Harris missing. Pacers trail by 3. Outside Nesmith. McConnell passes to Toppin. And he drives in. It's hauled in by Isaac.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And he lobs it up, and Anthony slams it in.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Bryant. The Magic making their last shot. Misses the fadeaway inside. Walker with the steal. To the inside. Isaac with the steal. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pacers trail by 5. Walker for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
You see the quickness there from Anthony, beating everybody to the spot.
Lets a floater go. Toppin outside. Drives to the hoop. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Here's Batase. Pass to Harris. Wing shot on the way. And Bryant pulls it down.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Bryant. Still no points. And Neesmith gets it to go.
Assisted.
A minute 31 left in the third. And here's Harris outside. Hits the trifecta. And the Magic lead by 6.
Nice looking outside stroke by Harris. Give him room to pull the trigger, and he'll light you up from there.
McConnell passes to Neesmith. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Neesmith's got 8.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
McConnell passes to Bryant. Orlando grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's De Silva. 3-pointer off the mark. Pacers trail by 6. Toppin outside. Floats one up. Here's Bryant. It's rebounded by Batase. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The 3, here's Harris. The shot no good. Indiana's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Toppin finds McConnell. Now Walker. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Isaac. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's De Silva. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Magic. They're up by 6. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
McConnell outside. Toppin outside. Orlando with a rebound.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Orlando?
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
A new lineup here for Indiana. Really left him alone that time. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now this quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Suggs against Halliburton. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Nembhard. Pacers trail by 11. Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. Pulls it from 20. And perfection right through the net. Here's Suggs. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. For 3, Caldwell Pope. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. A 12-point game. Pass to Suggs. Wagner with it. He's covered by Matherin. Shot from the wing. And it's Wagner missing. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. Now here's Halliburton. He's covered by Suggs. Tries it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Caldwell Pope for 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
And there's the lob. And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, going up and finishing. Tremendous display of athleticism by Siakam.
And Caro surveys. Shoots over Siakam. Off the left rim and out. Pacers trail by 13. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Three-pointer Mathurin gets the 3 to fall.
And with each made 3, Mathurin's confidence rises. An encouraging sign.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. Orlando leading by 10. Here's Suggs driving in, and he goes in for the dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Yeah, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by Nembhard. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Magic.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
Orlando's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Suggs. Back to Caldwell Pope. Takes a 3. The rebound by Turner.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. For 3, Caldwell Pope. The Pacers pull it in. Siakam outside.
Pascal Siakam.
Orlando takes the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.